Hello and welcome to a new video on the Stringmatrix channel. My name is Hervé Jeanne. Today I want to talk about the Gallistrings OUVERTURE. Since a couple of months I'm in contact with Gallistrings, and some of you might already have seen the video where I talked about the BSN 900 strings, which I like very much. And after making this video, I saw on their website that they have a set called Ouverture. You can find them under the concert strings, so I thought they are made especially for bowing. But the interesting thing is that these strings have a synthetic core, and this is quite rare. Most classical strings have a metal core. So I was really interested because, as you might know, I am a fan of Pirastro Oliv strings, or let's say of the G and D strings of this set. And I'm looking for strings with a synthetic core which would sound a little bit like the Oliv strings. I didn't find anything yet, but I thought maybe these strings could go in this direction. I will start by playing a solo tune. This is Wonderful by George Gershwin. And now I will do a little free improvisation. I will show you what these strings sound like in different areas of the bass and in different styles. So these strings are actually made for arco playing, so of course I will also take my bow and play a few notes with the bow. Here is my personal opinion about the Galli Ouverture strings. I must say this is my second opinion because I recorded a first opinion directly after I recorded the music. And then I put the strings on my other bass and I got a different impression. Actually, right now I have a mixed set on this bass. The top two strings are Oliv strings, Pirastro Oliv, and the bottom ones are the Galli Ouverture. So I will play a couple of notes, and I'm sure you're going to hear that in one sense they match quite well, but there is still a little difference. So on the Galli website, these strings are presented as a set made for arco playing. I find this quite surprising because I think this set sounds really good when it's played pizzicato. What I like about the sound is that the string has a very open and quite large sound. This reminds me of sets like Pirastro Obbligato or Velvet's Compass 180. The overall sound is not too far away from the sound of the Galli BSN 900, with which I have played in another video. But in my opinion, my feeling is that the ouvertures resonate more freely than the BSN 900. Another thing that I must say is that the set sounds quite bright. Maybe a little bit too bright for my personal taste, but the actual timbre is very nice. And I would say it has similarities with the timbre of the Pirastro Oliv G string, which I really love. If it was possible for Galli to dampen these strings a little, so that they would sound a little bit darker and have a little less sustain, I think they would come very close to my dream of having a whole set that would sound similar to the Oliv G, but with a synthetic core. Concerning the playability, on my Rubner bass, the set felt a little too light and too easy to play. But on this bass, the tension is really nice and feels really good. The only thing that I personally don't like too much is that the G string is quite thin. The D string too, but it's especially the G string that I would like to be a little bit thicker. Maybe it's a psychological thing, but my feeling is that when a string is thicker, it also sounds thicker and fatter. So all in all, this is a really interesting set in the world of hybrid sets. For my taste, I would like it to have a little more of an old school character with a little bit less sustain and a little bit less brightness. But this is a very personal thing. Maybe Galli will follow my advice and try to make another set with these characteristics. But I'm sure that many players will also enjoy exactly the characteristics of this set. And I think this set should really gain more popularity in the jazz bassists community. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I would appreciate if you would give me a like or if you subscribe to my channel. And don't hesitate to comment below if you have something to say about these strings. You can also support my work if you want. You can send me a tip via PayPal or Ko-fi. The information for this is also in the description. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye-bye.